Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to County Court at Law number 6, arraignment docket at approximately 2:30 on January the 13th, 12th. We're getting close. Anyway, basically all we're doing today is trying to determine who's got lawyers, who needs jury trials, who has conferred with the state or needs time to do that. First person I've got on my list is State of Texas versus Christopher Collins. And it looks like Aldous Strauss, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Remember, he is in surgery. You just wanted to get him to make sure that the prosecutor got with the felony people to see if they are able to take care of this case or not. It's a DWI. But you knew he was in surgery. He would not be available today.
Mr. Collins is not with us either, is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
Great. Next case I have State of Texas versus Eric Dwayne Schultz, 596-929 with Elva Trevino. Elva, are you with us today? Mr. Trevino, with us?
I talked to her, Your Honor, when I called her to let her know we were having problems. She said it was kicking her in and out. I told her it would be resolved, but for her to continue trying. So she may pop in a little later. I'm not sure.
Eric Schultz with us today?
No, Your Honor.
No?
No, Your Honor.
Next case I have State of Texas versus Francis Marie Mata, cause 508130. Looks like Rose Abell would be our attorney. Rose, are you with us today?
I am present, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that case was deemed a family violence. I transferred that case out to be reassigned, and Ms. Zabel knows.
Okay.
I'm aware.
So basically, we have no business with Ms. Zabel. She can go off.
No, she
No,
has
I have a
other cases.
2:30, Judge.
Oh, yeah, more. Okay.
I do.
She has a 2:30.
We still have Ms. Mata with us?
No, Your Honor.
I let her know of the reset that Pat informed me of yesterday, Your Honor, so she's not present.
That's all fine. State of Texas versus Joshua Herrera, cause 599054. And
I'm here.
Kanowitz. There.
Yep. I'm
Great.
here, Judge.
That's
I need to confer with the state.
Okay. And Pat, with regard to conferring, we're just going to reset them for a week and give them time to confer?
That is up to you, Your Honor, if you want to allow them time in a break room, or if you wish, I can reset them for next week, and that'll give them time to confer.
It's not going to be time for our DAs to confer with everybody today.
Okay.
So
He will be reset for the 19th.
Les, we're going to reset for the 19th to give you time to call the DAs. You need their numbers?
Just who are they, Judge?
We have Alexis O'Connor, I think, with us today. I don't know if we have Nick Maru with us today or not.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay. Nick, you want to put your number out on YouTube, or how do you want to do that?
No, just put
Negative, Judge. I do not. I can give you my email address. It's nicholas.marou, MAHROU, @bear.org.
Okay, great. Thanks. All right.
All
I'll
right.
be emailing you. Thank you.
Let's get back with the DAs and confer and figure out what you need to do, and then call Pat and let her know. And the possibility exists, we won't have to reset you. If it's going to be a plea, it's going to be a plea. If you need a jury trial, that's going to be months away. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Y'all are dismissed. Okay. I've got State of Texas versus Christopher Espinosa, cause 489364. And it looks like Albert Van Cleve. Albert, are you with us today?
Judge, I'm actually here on behalf of Mr. Van Cleve.
Okay.
There was a deal worked out in Mr. Espinosa's felony case to JSAT this case. All we need to do is take a plea. My client is here. He just needs to fill out his paperwork. If the court would allow us to do it today, my client is unable to continue to afford the device that is monitoring his alcohol use, and he's ready to do his plea today. It is a JSAT plea, and we can do it quickly.
Pat, do we have paperwork ready on this plea?
No, Your Honor, I can send it to them, but I just need the defendant's email address if she would write it on chat or whatever email address I can use so so that I can send it, because they have to be 2 separate email addresses.
I sent it to you, Pat, with the 2 separate email addresses.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we know what that's gonna be. I've got Marisol Zapata Perez, cause number 600595, and Ray Martinez. Have we got Ray? We got
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Victoria, have you had a chance to confer with the state on this, or what do y'all want to do?
Not yet, Your Honor. It is a DWI, and I do see that blood is back. So I can wait, or I can do it by submission via email.
I have an offer right now if you just want to jot it down.
Yes.
It's waive the 0.15 enhancement, proceed as a first, 6/12, $300 fine, court cost, 36 hours community service, DWI Ed, DIP, CATSNIP, and Smart Start Mobile for half the term.
Victoria, you got 2 options. If your client's with you today, we can send you to a breakout room and y'all can chat about that. Or if you need a week to figure it out and confer with Ray and your client or whatever, then that's fine too, however you want to do it.
I'd rather have the week, Your Honor, because I'm going to send Nick a counter, but I will do it by email.
And I think you have my cell phone number as well. So
Yes. Yes,
Either.
absolutely.
Okay, no problem. Next one I've got, State of Texas versus Quincy Grant Turner, cause 601077 with Miss Morgan. And Ashley, have you had a chance to confer on this case?
I did. Miss Grant is working on some classes. She just registered for those. They take about a week and a half. And then I have to prepare a packet to give to Mr. Maru. So could I have like 15 to 30 days?
Well, what are we getting the packet for? I'm sorry. What are you trying
to get a better plea offer?
Get a better offer?
Yes.
This person a veteran?
No.
You're not going to do your normal thing and request a 4-year continuance so you can sign somebody up? And
Am I? Are you willing to do that today?
Yeah, I absolutely am. Dun, 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 dun. You have to do like motion practice stuff. I mean, you're gonna file a motion, or are you just gonna try to put a packet together for Nick to sugarcoat it?
Yes. So she's very close to a potential obstruction of a highway. And so we're just having her do her classes up front. And then I'm going to write a letter for Mr. Maru on what a great person she is.
Nick, what's the status of a possibility of reduction to obstruction on this case?
it's pretty high, Judge.
All right, Ashley, you can have 2 weeks. How's that?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Pat, please set Ashley for 2 weeks so she can confer.
Of course, Your Honor, I will.
Magic.
And do you want me to hang on about my other issue that I filed this morning or this afternoon?
That right now, real briefly, and this is on Mr. Scallon, correct? I did not get a chance. I was driving the car when I saw that come in.
Yeah, I don't even really know what's happening either, Ashley. Sorry.
I'll hang out. Y'all can take care of the docket.
Okay.
I think, Ashley, what you're asking is, can he go to SATF still, even though he had the chance and he decided not to, but now he wants to go? Is that correct?
No, he's going to SATF, Judge. That's correct. He is going to SATF, but as of right now, they won't send him until March 8th of 2021 until he's done with your sentence. So I'm trying to figure out a way to.
Well, what I told Paul at the sentencing hearing was he could choose, and he could stay on probation and go to SATF and be volunteer to do that, or he could be revoked, and y'all chose revocation. Now, I think we're still under the 30-day window. We can
2 more days.
and do a new sentence and leave him on probation and sentence him to SATF and still run it concurrent with felony. Will that work for you?
That's kind of my least favorite option. That's just because he'd still be on probation with you. And hypothetically, SATF doesn't work out and we come back and we do this again in 6 months.
Let's do this. Let's just let you talk to Nick about this.
Okay.
And then get back to me in the next week or so and we'll come up with a plan.
Well, I think you run out of jurisdiction, plenary power in 2 days. So I need to talk to you.
Time this week.
Okay.
Can we bring him in on our hearings tomorrow? Maybe have a hearing tomorrow on it. Would that work for you, Ashley?
Yes.
And Nick?
Okay, I will order him. I will order him for tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
That's fine. Thank you. Okay, this case I have is State of Texas versus Matthew Vernon Grimm, cause 601106. And let's have we have Brandon Lopez. Brandon, are you with us today?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm present with Mr. Grimm.
You had a chance to confer on this case yet?
Judge, I text or emailed Nicholas sort of late. for an offer, but I don't have one yet, and that's on my end. But if I could have a week,
I can give it to you right now.
okay.
It's going to be waive the enhancement, proceed as a first, 6 over 14, $300 fine, court cost, 36 hours community service, DWI education, DIP, CATSNP, and Smart Start Mobile for half the term.
All right. And Judge, if I could have a week to confer with my client about it.
No problem. Pat, please reset Mr. Grimm for a week and give them time to figure it out.
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay, next case I've got is State of Texas versus David M. Venegas, and I've got again, long time no see. Jerry, you with us today?
Hey, how are you? Long time no plea. Yeah, Mr. Venegas would like to stay on the trial docket.
Okay. I think the state would agree to a non-jury trial. Do you want a Zoom non-jury trial?
I don't think he would be interested in that, but I will mention it to him.
Pat, at this point, let's go ahead and schedule Mr. Venegas for a jury trial. And I think we're probably looking at July 1, 2021, tentatively, because we really have no idea when we're going to be able to get to the courtroom.
Right.
Your Honor, I will look for the first available trial date in July.
Okay.
Okay, and I will send
Thank you.
that.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
May I be excused?
Ms. Cruz, you can be excused if you're finished, okay?
Thank you. I'll watch for that email. I always ask.
I know, sweetie. Don't worry. I'll give it to you.
Your Honor, this is Bob Hicks. I apologize for being late. I actually signed in, but I was called away. And I'm here for Robert Whitman. Are you, Pat?
Judge, you're muted right now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Still muted, Judge. Can't hear you. Looks like we're going to have a charades docket today.
Oh, no.
I can't hear you, Judge. I can't.
Cannot hear you.
Did he log out?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Still muted.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on with him. He's muted.
Pat, are you sure you didn't accidentally mute him? I've had that happen. Oh, there he is.
Amy, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you, Judge.
Yes. I can hear
Welcome back.
Hey, okay.
Hey.
Let's see where we are here. Amy, we're talking about Ryan Patrick Dennehy.
Yes,
Judge. A chance to confer on that yet with the state.
they sent me an offer, I believe 2 offers yesterday or the day before. I have not conveyed those offers to my client yet. I was in civil Zoom all morning. Could I have a reset to be able to talk to my client about what they're offering?
Sure. Is Mr. Dennehy with us today?
No, I didn't think he needed to be.
As long as you know where he is, that's all good. Okay.
I have contact with him, Judge. Also, could the state double check to make sure the videos are uploaded into eDiscovery?
We can do that.
Thank you.
Okay, let's reset Amy for a week and see if that gives her enough time to get this all figured out.
That'd be
Okay,
perfect.
I will send her the reset, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case, State of Texas versus Diego Antonio Trevino, cause number 591826. with Julie Pollock. Julie, are you with us today?
I'm here, Judge.
And have you had a chance to confer with the state on this case yet?
I would like to talk to the state.
I'm sorry, you have or have not?
I have not. I would like to talk to them.
Would you have a week to do that? He can go give you his offer right now that you can percolate on.
I have an offer right now, ma'am.
All right.
It's going to be JSAT the evading, TIC the failure to stop. And on the DWI, we're going to go 6/16, a $300 fine, court costs, 40 hours community service, DWI ed, DIP, CATSNP, Smart Start Mobile for half the term, an APSE class, and restitution, if any, to Gilbert Lopez.
Is it possible for you to email me that offer?
Yes, ma'am, I can do that. Can you send me your email address in the chat, please?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and reset Julie for a week, and that gives the state and Julie time to get together, and then Julie talks.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll send it to you, Miss Pollock.
Okay, State of Texas versus Robert Stevens, 602-895. Roosevelt again.
Yes, Judge, I am here. My client is currently in TDC, and I informed Mr. Mayru of that this morning.
How long is he going to be in TDC for? Do we know?
It sounds to me like at least the next 18 months.
Hey, you want to take a look at that from your perspective?
Yes, Judge. We're trying to verify because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're getting this information from his brother, correct? So
his uncle.
His uncle, sorry.
His uncle, yes. And he went out of Travis County, not out of Bexar County, Judge. So Mr. Mayor is going to have to talk to his investigator to find all that information out.
And we're going to do that, Judge.
Just reset for a week to give everybody time to get the cards on the table and find out what's going on.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Thank you. State of Texas versus
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pierce. Cause number 566-062, Robert Dittman. Mr. Dittman, are you with us?
Mr. Dittman is not, Your Honor. I'm Bob Hicks, his alter ego, and I am with you.
Okay. And for the record, who is taking Mr. Dittman's place today?
Damn it. I'm sorry.
Galaxy, are you still with us? Who's taking Mr. Dittman's place today?
Bob Hicks.
Ah, Bobby Hicks. Great enough. Are you going to help
How
him?
are you, sir? Yes, I have been assigned as his seeing eye attorney.
Wonderful. State, you want to go ahead and tell Mr. Hicks what your proposed offer is? And then get a week.
Yes, Judge. I have an offer for you, sir. It's going to be 6/12, a $400 fine, court costs, 24 hours community service, APSE course, and a no contact order with Kelly Ramirez.
Back up. $400 court cost, 6/12. What?
24 hours of community service, an APSE anger management course, and a no contact order with Kelly Ramirez.
I presume Kelly Ramirez is the victim.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, having just got that offer, obviously, Your Honor, I have no idea what my client's temperature would be regarding that issue.
We're just going to reset for a week, Bob, to give you all time to get together. And then once you figure out what you're going to do, just call Pat and let her know.
All right. And Pat, I'll get a notice of the reset in the mail.
Yes, sir. I will email you.
Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome, sir.
State of Texas versus Ellen Perez, cause number 583-631, Richard Garcia. Richard, you look good on TV.
I'm here, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Have you had a chance?
Thank you. Appreciate it. I have I've gotten a offer from Mr. Maroon.
Okay.
But there's restitution, and I've been fiddling. The Miss Perez has informed me that that one of
Oh.
the victims with the restitution is supposed to call Mr. Maru to tell him he doesn't want the restitution. And there's also a no contact order involved. And I don't think he wants that either. But he was supposed to call last week and he hasn't. So can you give me a few more days?
Of course. Is Mr. Maru supposed to call somebody, or are they going to call him?
Supposed to call me, Judge. I mean, I can reach out to this individual. I've spoke with him before, which is how we got to where we are right now.
Wait. So, I'm sorry. This is Ellie Perez. So Mr. Maru, I don't know how to.
Miss Perez, wait. Miss Perez, do not speak until unless the judge calls your name, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. My fault.
I've got you covered.
Richard?
Okay, sorry.
You got a good attorney. You got a good attorney right there.
Good attorney.
Ixnay on the Hawking tag. Okay.
Exactly.
It's like
Yes.
in every case, so sorry.
Richard, let's reset for a week to give you a chance to get Mr. Maru hooked up with the alleged victim and confer, and then we'll go from there. Is that okay with you?
That's perfect, Judge. And then if everything works out, then I'll contact Pat for the paperwork.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Unless you need to talk to Mr. Maru and coordinate numbers or something.
No. I'll do that. I'll email him.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Good seeing you.
State of Texas versus Sergio Alvarado Diaz, call 602-396. Adam Flores. Adam, you with us today? Do we have Adam with us that we're aware of? No.
No, sir. And he should be on.
He is with us today. No Sergio Diaz?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
We're not going too fast to where people don't know that they have not supposed to show up yet, do we?
No, it's already, this is set for 2:30 and it is 2:50. So they should be on.
Just making sure.
If they show up late, they'll let us know, hopefully. State of Texas versus David Herrera, 603-012.
Judge.
Barry Petrus.
Here, Judge.
I love that last name.
Go ahead, Judge.
Did you get a chance to confer with the state, Mary?
No, I have not, Judge, but I do know where Mr. Herrera is. He's been texting me all day, so I do have contact.
All right, you hang on to Mr. Herrera and state. Go ahead and tell Mary what your proposed offer is, and then she can have a week to figure it all out.
So it's going to be waive the enhancement, proceed as a first, 6/12, $300 fine, court cost, 36 hours of community service, DWI education, DIP, cat snip, and Smart Start Mobile for half the term.
I'm sorry, did you say cat snip? What
cat snip? Community Alliance Traffic Safety New Intervention Program.
What is that?
Outpatient drug.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And we want to make sure he gets all of his cats spayed and neutered. So
that's why I had to, who comes up with these names? Did you come up with me?
Part of our new policy at the DA's office, we're really looking out for the cat population.
I got terrible name.
I did.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that offer. I will relay it to him. And are you aware that it was a Debbie Stevens case? Does that change anything?
I mean, we can talk about that outside of here, but
Cool. All right. You said 12 months, right?
12.
Wave enhancement. Got it.
Waive enhancement.
Did you say deferred or not deferred?
That's something you and I can discuss regarding the Debbie Stevens thing.
Got it. All right. Thank you.
Check with your client, and then just call Pat and let us know what you want to do.
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
Bye, Mary.
Your Honor, I was interrupted by a call from one of the other coordinators and have just come back. May I be excused, perhaps?
Thank you, Mr. Hicks.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Texas versus Stella Fuertes, about 524300. Jeffrey Ho. Jeff, you with us today?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
I see you. Have you had a chance to confer with the state yet?
I have, Judge. I spoke with Mr. Maru. I've been in contact with my client, and Ms. Fuertes has a case pending in CC4 as well. So I've also been in contact with Ms. Portillo out of CC4. We're trying to get an offer that will work for both cases. I received an official offer today from Ms. Portillo that includes the case in Your Honor's court. If I could have maybe just a week to talk to my client about that.
Sure. Just talk to your client, the DAs, whoever else you need to talk to, and then call Pat and let her know what y'all plan is.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Texas versus Lance Douglas Mickey, clause 605-831, John A. Garcia. John Garcia with us today? I see him. Your microphone's turned off. Now you're cooking. Can you hear me, John?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, great. Have you got a chance to confer on Mr. Mickey's case yet?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
I'm here.
Great. Did you get a chance to confer with the state on your case yet?
Yes, you can.
Judge, I think he's lagging. Judge,
with my with the prosecutor last night. He had confirmed me an offer. I had conferred with the prosecutor. We have an offer. My client rejected the offer. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you. Your client rejected the offer. Do you want a trial? What do you want to do?
We're gonna have to get probably a bench trial setting. Additionally, my client informed me that he is on ELM restriction, and he wanted to see if he could get permission to go to work 9 to 5.
We'll be happy to look at that. Hang on just a second.
Judge, the state's going to object to any sort of altering bond conditions based on the facts of this case.
This is for work, Your Honor.
Harassment, Mickey. Say what we need to do.
He will be on ELM.
You need to confer with the state initially and get all the cards on the table between you so everybody agrees on what's going on or disagrees or whatever y'all are going to do. And then y'all both get to me and we'll come up with a plan. At this point, I think I have him, restricted to full GPS?
Yes, Your Honor. That's my understanding.
State, what is the aggravation of this case from your perspective?
Judge, he only has one case out of Bexar County, but he has multiple cases out of Travis County and cases out of the state of Missouri, all with the same facts. He is known to just go from town to town.
They're different facts, Your Honor.
He's known to go from town to town and just bail out. He's wanted in Missouri. He's wanted in Travis County, and he just doesn't go back. So it's the state's position that if we were to change any type of bond conditions, especially GPS, that he would end up AWOL and we wouldn't be able to find him.
Where does Mr. Mickey work, Mr. Garcia?
He works. He sells business. He sells construction supplies, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. He sells what kind of supply?
Building materials.
Building materials. So does he actually have an office in San Antonio and he goes in and sits down at the desk and works at the office?
I believe so.
Find out exactly what's going on with his work situation and then reapproach me when you can educatedly tell me what's going on with that. And we're going to run that by the state and get their input. And after I hear from both of you guys, we'll come up with a plan.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did we know where Mr. Mickey is? Is he here today?
Judge, that is also...
This was an arraignment setting, Your Honor.
Right, Judge, that was also a concern of the state. Is the last known address that we have for Mr. Mickey. I called and spoke to the person at that address, and he is no longer there. He was kicked out of that address. So state doesn't know where he...
What was the address? What was the address?
1 second.
Let me find out where he has to be living somewhere.
Yeah, apparently he's living with a friend, but we do not have that address on file. The last known address we have is 1217 Olympus Drive, Austin, Texas.
Yeah. That Olympus Drive address is a few months old. Yeah, and I don't understand.
So that address was actually entered December 20th, 2020. So it's less than.
Why they would
less than a month.
let me find out what his address is, and we can get together and.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you and the state confer this week. We'll reset for a week and give you all.
Yeah, a month is a long time to be homeless. I mean, he was in custody for a while, but still, there's like going to be 15, 17 days. But he has to be living somewhere. And when they released him, or wait, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, sir. State of Texas versus Jose Lorenzo Aguilar.
And may I be excused?
3. And John Rodriguez should be with us today.
Council's present, Your Honor.
Great. Have you had a chance to confer on this case?
I sent an email to Nick. It got sent back. I think I had some gremlins inside my computer. I just need an offer from my astute colleague.
I got an offer for you.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be waive the enhancement, proceed as a first, 6/14, a $300 fine, court cost, 40 hours community service, DWI Ed, DIP, CAT/SNP, and Smart Start Mobile for half the term.
Thank you. Your Honor, if I could have a week to confer with my client?
Absolutely.
And Your Honor, happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much. All right, Pat, you got that?
Yes, sir.
May I be excused, Judge?
Thank you very much. It's a little before 3. Let's see if anybody's here. Is Jose Rocha here? Attorney Jose Rocha?
Not yet, Your Honor. You have some of the other people here, so keep going.
Look at it at 3 o'clock. Is Kelly?
Yes, he's here.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You bet. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Mr. Kelly, is
Yes, Your Honor.
Not quite 3 o'clock yet. Are you prepared to chat with us about this case a little bit?
I am, Your Honor, on Bill Rhodes.
Correct. State of Texas.
Yes, Your Honor. The state and I conferred earlier this week. We both need some more information as to what restitution amount is going to be before we can really move forward. So we'd like a short reset to try to get that out of the insurance company.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the restitution amount is actually going to end up being. We can just put if any to, because I spoke to the individual and he said he's not sure. He doesn't have all the records in front of him right now. I just spoke to him this morning. So we can put restitution, if any, on that offer and then just allow probation to take care of it if you're open to that.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed. USAA, my understanding is accepted the claim was going to pay out. I haven't been able to confirm if that's been done yet.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to do that either.
Well, Mr. Kelly, I mean, if you agree, the next plea would be probably the 21st. So if you agree, I mean, we can reset you for next week, or you can get a hold of me and we can, if you decide and you're going to take the offer, we can always set you for a plea on the 21st.
Whatever's easier for you. We haven't really discussed specifics of what the plea would be.
Okay, then we can just reset you.
Do you want the offer real quick?
If we could, yes. Let me grab something to write it down on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be 8/18, $500 fine, court costs, 20 hours community service, DWI Ed, DIP, CAT/SNP, Smart Start Mobile for half the term, and restitution, if any, to Joel Hong Vasquez.
Okay. Let me get a hold of defendant and I will give you a call, shoot you an email as soon as I get an answer.
Sounds good.
Just tentatively, we're just going to hold this in advance for a week. And then in that week time, if that's not enough time for you, call Pat and let her know what you're going to do. If it's going to be a plea, great. If it's not going to be a plea, let us know what you need to do.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
Y'all released. And I call Mr. Rocha. Came in right on time. Let's see. State of Texas.
Good afternoon.
Salazar Gonzalez, 605-707. Mr. Rocha, have you had a chance to confer with the state on this case yet?
No, I have not. I have conferred with my client, but not with the state.
Okay. So you are in contact with your client, correct?
Yes.
All right. How about we give you about a week to confer with the state? The state will give you their initial offer of a plea bargain right now if you'd like to hear it. Otherwise, you can give them a call in a day or something.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to go and speak with one of the district attorneys.
Who's your client, sir?
Carlos Salazar Gonzalez.
Okay, yeah. So the offer, are you ready?
Oh, okay. Yes.
We're gonna run the cases concurrent to each other. It's gonna be 1/1, $500 fine, court costs, 40 hours community service, an APSE course, a gun safety course, and a motion to forfeit the weapon.
Okay, and is this deferred?
No, not at this time.
Okay. All right. I'll speak with my client and I will visit back with you, Mr.
Sounds good. That's going to reset you for a week, and in that week's time, after you've had a chance to chat with your client and the state and come up with whatever your plan is, just let us know what your plan is, and we'll go from there. Fair enough?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Your release. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. I got State of Texas versus James Edward Kellogg, cause 166064 with Nathan Slimane. Nathan with us today.
Your Honor, I don't see him on. And he was set for 3 o'clock. He may come in later.
William Simmons with us today.
He also, I don't see him on, Your Honor. He may come later.
And we got some cases reset from last week.
And we have few of the attorneys, even though they're at 3:30, we have some of the attorneys have already checked in, Your Honor. Mr. Martinez is here, Mr. Hagee, and Mr. Statson is here, as well as Ms. Kramer and Mr. Hernandez. So you can talk to them, Your Honor.
Mr. Vasquez here yet?
Not yet.
Scott Martinez here yet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cause number 604643, State of Texas versus Teresa Ann Hernandez. And I believe we chatted last week. Have y'all come up with a plan and had a chance to chat with the state on this case?
I have, Judge, and my client's working on paying the check so that the state would hopefully dismiss it.
Ooh, state?
That's correct, Judge. I just got off the phone with the check section who received a call from the defendant, and we're trying to just get that money in so we can dismiss the case.
And have we got a feel for what length of time we're looking at to get that resolved?
If we could get like 2 weeks, hopefully, because apparently she's going to mail it, or you have to mail it, I guess.
Pat, we set them for 2 weeks, and hopefully we got a resolution.
All right.
All right, Scott, thanks. Appreciate it. Y'all cut loose.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we've got Mr. Hagee here, cause number 370693, State of Texas versus Donald David Ridge. And we chatted last week. Mr. Hagee, have y'all come up with a plan yet?
I'd like to talk to Mr. Statson for about 5 minutes in a breakout room, and then I wanted to see what the prosecutor's offer was on a joint deal, if we might work something out. And if that's not going to work, then we'll have to reset it for a trial.
Did I not give you that offer? I gave a joint deal last week.
Mr. Statson, you have that written down? The joint offer?
Can you give
it to 6/14? I have it written down.
Yeah, I'm putting you all in a break room, Mr. Statson. Number 1, y'all can go and talk there.
Thank you very much, Pat.
You should be able to join. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And we've got Ms. Eagle. We do. Okay. We got cause number 512505, State of Texas versus Christopher Ortiz. And Joanne, did you get a chance to chat with the state and come up with a plan on this case yet?
Well, I think I haven't had a chance to talk to him this week. I think I'm missing some discovery. I just wanted to clarify.
Are you in contact with Mr. Ortiz? You know where he is?
Yes, I am. And yes, I do.
And do you have any idea which aspect of discovery you have not received yet?
Videos.
State, is there videos? Okay.
Judge, 1 second. I can.
There's 3 cases, just so that you know.
What are you needing videos of this particular case? You need videos on?
Well, one of the cases, the DWI, I don't think I have all the videos. There's only one. I think there's some co-ban missing. On the case, I think it's the unlawfully carrying a weapon or the possession charge. There are 3 videos in there that do not belong to my client. They're from a different date and the people in there have different names.
Okay.
So
Does that person do really well on the field sobriety test? You may want to use those anyway.
no, this is on the unlawfully carrying a weapon, Judge, or the possession.
You want to take another week, Nick, to get you some time to figure this out?
Yes, Judge, this is the first time this has been brought to my attention.
Well, let's put it off another week, and Pat will take care of it. And then if you haven't been taken care of by the DA, just call Pat and let her know that there's a problem, and I'll talk to Nick, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, sounds good.
My guess is if it exists, they'll give it to you in a heartbeat. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Judge. Y'all have a good day.
Okay, and next is the 3:30s, which are probably early.
We do have Mr. Hernandez on Brianna Vela. We also have Suzanne Kramer on Miss Bowles.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, you with us today?
I am, Your Honor. If I could just speak to Mr. Maru for no more than 7 hours and 59 minutes.
Have you had a chance to chat with him yet?
I sent him an email in response to the offer that he relayed to me before, so I just want to chat him up a little bit about that, see where he stands.
Okay, let's just reset this for another week, give you all a chance to get together, because we don't really have time to do that today unless you want to wait till the very end.
Nope, I can come back next week. Let me check my calendar. Will it be next Tuesday afternoon?
Yes. You're muted.
Cut off on you for some reason.
The afternoon of the 19th will work.
Thank you.
And if you figure out what's going on before then, just call Pat and let her know what we're going to do.
Okay, yeah, I think I was pretty clear in my email, so I'll just let Mr. Maru look at it and get back to me with his thoughts. Thank you.
Thanks. Y'all cut loose. And Suzanne's with us today.
I thought she was. Are you here? She was. She might have come in or come out, but I know that I heard her voice over the Mr. Kellogg, who is a defendant, Your Honor, is here, even though his attorney, Mr. Nathan Slime is not here. So I don't know whether you want to speak with Mr. Kellogg.
Let me see what case are we on with Mr. Kellogg?
Yeah, I'm looking as well. Sorry, Your Honor. It is cause number 651821, right after Mr. Kelly. Bill Rhodes, it's page 4. And Suzanne has just come back in.
Okay.
Pat,
is here.
Pat, I got bumped out of breakout room 1. Can you put me back in?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. No. There you go.
Okay, Pat, I apologize. What attorney am I looking for now?
No, you're looking for a defendant on page 4, James Kellogg.
Nathan with us now at this time?
Yes, he is. The attorney is not.
Oh, Mr. Kellogg is with us, but the attorney is not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Kellogg, can you hear me? Kellogg, your microphone may still be off. I don't know.
No.
Mr. Kellogg, can you hear me, sir? Mr. Kellogg?
He's there.
I see him. It doesn't look like his microphone is off. James Kellogg, can you hear me, sir? Nope, we have another issue.
Nope. Okay. Suzanne is here, Your Honor.
Okay, great.
Hello.
There she is. Cause number 548361, state of Texas versus your Antronic Guerrera.
Antronique.
Have you had a chance to chat with the state yet, Ms. Kramer?
Well, I haven't because I have not been able to get a hold of her. I did email Alyssa, whatever her, Giannis, I think, and she emailed me a different phone number, which I've gotten absolutely no response from. She also has the other number, which is no longer a good number for Antronique. So I don't know where she is, and I hate for a warrant to go active because she was accepted into PTD, and then we were reset for like, I think March 8th, Pat, or March 18th or something to come down and sign the contract, and she never did. But I think we were still open back then. I was going down to the courthouse till after that anyway. I know.
Are you in contact with your client at this time?
No, that's what I'm saying. All of my phone numbers are not working for her. I had good contact with her before that. I don't know if anything happened. Maybe she got sick. I don't know. But all the phone numbers that pre-trial or PR Bond gave me, I can't get a hold of her on, but they have not gotten off the bond. You know, they haven't done.
No, they have not.
They have not. The bonds, chatting with them about her and see if they're in contact with her.
That's what I did. Yeah, that PR Bond. She has a PR Bond, and I have been in contact with PR Bond. They gave me these additional phone numbers. I've tried them. I've received no return phone call or text. I don't have an email for her. I don't think I think I asked the PR Bond if they did, and they only sent me phone numbers.
Let's give her 10 days until somebody finds her. And if they don't find her in 10 days, I got to put a warrant out for her. I don't know what
I
else.
understand. I know. I mean, the only thing I can think of, because this is just a dumb case that she got accepted into PTD, that maybe, I don't know, she's flown the coop or moved away or something. All right.
Just, Pat, we're just going to hold this one in abeyance until we find the defendant. I don't think we can do it.
Okay. All right, Suzanne, I'll touch base with you.
All right. And I'll see if I can get an email for her, Pat, unless you've got one.
No, I don't think so, but I'll look at what's in the file and see what I've got. We'll continue being in touch.
Okay. Talk to y'all later.
Thank you.
Okay.
And let's see, Mr. Peters here yet? It's not 3:30 yet. I'm pushing the envelope here.
I believe Paul Vasquez is the one who is handling that case, Your Honor.
Is Paul here yet?
No.
Well, we got 15 minutes until 3:30, right?
Mr. Coles is here for his client.
I'm sorry, Mr. Who?
Aaron Signs, who is on the page 6. He may be able to tell you there. We also have Renee Mendoza, Munoz on his client, which would be Mr. Santos. George Sharman is also here on Mr. Klein, Your Honor. So we've got a couple still.
And Mr. Klein is present as well, Judge.
Yes.
What page is Mr. Sharman on?
Mr. Klein is on page 5, Your Honor. In the middle, right after.
Hey, George, what is Mr. Klein's status? Is he currently full-time active duty, or is he former or retired, or what is his status?
I think he's on active duty right now. He's here. Let me see.
Mr. Klein, there he is.
Yeah.
Klein, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, sir.
What is your current status? Where are you assigned? What are you doing?
I'm currently active duty. I'm assigned to Travis Air Force Base in California. I'm a biomedical equipment tech. I repair equipment at the hospital here.
And the DWI, were you ever here for training or something? Is that how this started?
Yes, sir.
Okay, George, he's not technically eligible to do the VTC pretrial thing.
I understand that, Judge. I do.
Unless you can find a VTC out there that'll supervise him, and I don't know if they exist in California or not. We'll be happy to help you look.
Well, I'd have to rely on my client for that because I don't really know much about California.
Yeah, the backup plan is we go to the state still gives him a sweetheart deal outside the VTC, and he can certainly be on probation, answered by mail, that kind of stuff outside the VTC. He's already a member of the largest probationary organization on the face of the earth. I'm not real worried about it. What's your job, Mr. Klein?
I'm a BMET, sir. I repair medical equipment.
Okay. You need a security clearance to do any of that?
Just the standard one.
Okay. How long you been in the military?
Going on 2 years now, a little over 2.
Have you been to the war?
No.
No,
sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
George, that's kind of where we're at on that deal.
All right. Well, if I could confer with Mr. Maru, we can talk about that a little bit.
Sure. You want about another week to get this figured out, or while you've got your client here, y'all want to chat today?
Maybe we could chat today while he's here.
You need to go into a breakout room and do that?
Yes, sir.
Give me about 5 minutes to cut some of these other people loose, and I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Nick.
Thank you, Judge.
Who have you got today?
Hi, Judge. I have Joe Santos, 651235 cause number.
Got him. Oh, I see Mike Young's name's on all these.
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
Confer with the state on Mr. Santos' case?
I'm not, Judge. I can, but I've had no contact with him. I believe him to be homeless. So I just figured I'd apprise the court of that. Doesn't seem much good use negotiating if I can't relay the offer to him, Judge.
I agree. Is there any reason why we shouldn't FTA him today? I'll be happy to give you 10 days to find him, but that doesn't sound like you have any other tools to find him than you've already tried to use.
Well, he is homeless, Judge. I believe he doesn't have good access to technology. I don't know if he had been showing up at the courthouse and then they've been turning him away. I know he doesn't have a cell phone and the like.
Mr. Munoz, if he did show up, the clerks are instructed to get information from them where I could contact them.
Okay.
And if not, they would have also let me know that he had come in, and they would have given them your number, or at least the public defender's number to call.
Okay, and that to your didn't occur.
Is he on a PR bond, do we assume?
Yes, Judge. He's on a PR bond.
PR folks to see if they know where he is.
Yes, Judge. They don't have any information. There's his pretrial officer Frank Palacios doesn't have any updated info, Judge, on this.
I'm going to put a warrant out for him for no other reason, just to find him. And then once we find him, we can start over. I don't know what else to do. They still got to stay in touch with us. And if he's not doing that, I don't know what I can do about it.
Right, Judge. And if I do come into contact with him, is it okay if I let you know? And
absolutely. No, absolutely. That's the whole point. If you're in contact with him, we're happy. Then somebody knows where he is and what's going on.
Definitely, Judge.
Until we find him, I guess.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Judge. May I be excused?
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Pat.
And we got Randy Griner yet? It's not 3:30.
No, Your Honor, we do have Nathan. Nathan's here with Mr. Kellogg, who is on.
All right, hang on. I got Mr. Hall. You're still here on this sign, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And have you had a chance to confer with the state on Mr. Sign's case, 561080?
I have conferred with the state. They have given me an offer. However, I'm having trouble getting in contact with my client. The information I received when I was appointed was just an address. I sent a letter. However, yesterday I did get some phone numbers from pretrial services. I reached out, also sent an email. So I'm hopeful that maybe in the next couple of days I might get a response.
Let's give you 10 days to find him, and if you can't find him in 10 days, I'm going to have to do bad things to you.
I understand. Thank you, Judge.
All right, I'll send you the reset.
Thank you.
And let's see what
Mr. Kellogg and Mr. Slim.
And I'm sorry, who else besides Mr. Kellogg is the attorney here for?
Yes, the attorney. It's just right now Mr. Kellogg and his attorney, and then Mr. Sharman and his defendant at this point. Ms. Russell, the attorney for Mr. Espinosa, has filled out all the paperwork, her client as well. It should go to you already, Your Honor, to be signed so that we might take the plea as soon as we're finished, and we shouldn't be that much longer. There's not a lot left.
Okay, so Nathan Slimane is here? Or
I'm here, Judge.
There you are. Hey, have you?
How you doing, sir?
This is on cause 166064, State of Texas versus James Edward Kellogg. Have you had a chance to confer with the state on this case yet?
No, Judge, I have not.
State, you want to go ahead and give them your offer, and then I'm going to give them a week to talk to his client and see what they want to do?
Yeah, we have an offer, Judge. 1 second. We're actually going to look into enhancement on this one, Judge.
Hey, attorney counsel like to hear, State.
Who's the attorney, Nathan?
Yes.
Yes.
So we were gonna. Have you had a chance to read the offense report?
I've read it. I haven't gone through all the video media, but I've got the offense report that I've read.
Okay. Okay, I have an offer for you.
Okay.
It's 1/18, $500 fine, court costs, 40 hours of community service, an APSE course,
Okay.
and a no contact order with Tiffany Lee Carlisle.
Okay.
And the cases are gonna run concurrent with the evading
So this would be to plea on the evading and
the
then,
ABI, and then I was gonna TIC the resisting.
okay, so plea on the evading and the ABI and TIC the resisting. Okay. And you mentioned something about looking at possible enhancement. Is that going to delay us doing something on this deal?
I don't think so. I'm gonna I'll have an answer by the end of the day, and I'll shoot you an email.
Okay.
If I do move forward with it, I'll shoot you an email. If I don't, just go ahead and assume that it was rejected.
Okay, very good. Judge, thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate it. Judge, I today for the first time got into contact with Mr. Kellogg. He doesn't have his own cell phone, and he's using a friend's cell phone. So he and I have not really had an opportunity to discuss the case. I would like maybe a week to discuss the offer with them, discuss the facts, and maybe, give Mr. Maru an opportunity to decide what they're going to do, and maybe we can come back.
Problem. Do you want to go into a breakout room with Mr. Kellogg right now while you're with him?
Let's do it.
Okay, let me get you there. Let's see if he can. It'll be room 2.
All right, I got it. Thank you, Pat.
Okay, Mr. Kellogg, there should be a button on the bottom that says join. There you go. Thank you, Nathan. He's there.
Why don't you, if it's okay with Nick, send Nick and Mr. Sharman into a breakout room, let them chat while I go get copies of these documents signed that I got.
Okay, hold on. Nick, Miss Russell needs the discovery for Espinosa, so we can take that.
I'm doing it right now.
All right. All right. And let me put Sharman and okay. I'll put you in 3, Mr. Sharman.
Okay.
And I will send Nick to 3 when he is ready. There you go. Okay, Judge.
All right.
Sign the paperwork for Espinosa, and then you can print it.
My question: if I minimize Zoom on the computer,
yes.
Go ahead and sign the copies of them on a different.
Yes.
I'll still be on board with
you. Yes, you're fine. You're fine. Fine. You can minimize.
Oh God, I still see you. Okay.
Judge Nathan Slimane, I'm back. We're having technical issues. He can't hear me at all for some reason. So I was going to ask if we just go ahead and bow out and then maybe just come back in a week.
That's okay with me.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. You bet.
I'm going to try to remove him. He may not even know how to remove, so I'm going to go into the breakout room and get him out.
Okay, thank you, Pat. I'll hang here.
All right.
Oh, hell. Pat, can you still hear me?
Yes.
I'm going to have to cut this thing completely loose and come back in.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Oh, you're still there. Look. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to see. It's working.
All right. Nathan, I got him out already.
Okay, so is he gone or is he still?
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. Okay. All right. I will then see if I can get hold of him and
okay. And I'm emailing everybody either later today or first thing in the morning, all the reasons you should get. Okay.
Very good. Okay. Happy New Year, y'all. Good to see everybody. Miss y'all's face.
Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Y'all take care.
Okay. Theoretically, that worked.
Okay. Hold a minute. I'll see if I can.
Am I just gonna have to sign in again? I can't come back in on your little window?
You should be able to if you just sign it and then hit it, and then it'll go to 6 and I'll get.
Let's see.
Because I'm going in and out all the time. You just don't know it.
Okay. It's not letting me join me because I'm still in, I guess.
Probably. You should have a little square then someplace where you're in.
Well, I mean, I can see you in a small square and there's.
Okay, hit there. There should be to the right. You got it?
Fixed it. Good. We're good.
There you go.
Okay. Mr. Statson, did you guys get anything figured out?
Your Honor, is it possible to put Mr. Donald Ridge, he's here in Zoom with Mr. Hagee and I in a breakout room?
Yes, I have you all in one. I'll put him in one. Just go, y'all two go back to one.
All right. All right, thank you, Pat.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome.
And I signed the paperwork.
Okay, I'll get it to you. Okay, signed it. All right. Hold on. Hold a minute. Okay, Judge, I just sent it to you.
See if I can get to it. Working.
Patricia,
Yes.
I mean, we conferred, Mr. Maru and I, and I think I'm going to have to look at the blood discs. So I'm going to get the judge to sign off on a blood discovery order. That might make a difference in the plea bargain. That's the only thing in our way.
Okay, well, wait until he comes back. You can tell him that way if he wants to give you a little more time.
Yeah, it's going to take, maybe a month or two to get the stuff, but I'm going to have it. I'm going to have Elsa do an order for him to sign because we're doing one in 14 today as well.
Why would it take that long to get blood discovery?
That they take 60 days to respond with those diskettes once the judge signs the order.
Wow.
They do. It takes a while.
They do take time. And it's, the state gets it in 90 days,
And you know that you have not. I mean, because this has been a little while, so
Well,
you're for sure.
I know that I don't have the diskettes.
Okay, okay. All right.
So I just need a 60-day reset because it might make a difference in our plea. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Mr. Maru and I conferred about Mr. Klein, and we are approaching an agreement, but I do need to look at the blood diskettes from the laboratory, because that could make a difference in the plea. Can you give me 60 days?
Do we have the blood diskette yet?
So Judge, we have the blood results, but we do not have the additional blood discovery. So all the actual nitty gritty aspects of it, that usually comes with it's an additional motion filed by defense.
Do we filed that motion yet, George?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the first time we've spoken about it, Judge.
Okay. How long does it take once the motion gets filed and y'all put a request in for it? How long does it normally take to get the diskette?
60 days.
60 days, Judge.
All right. Reset 60 days. I hate it when you guys are right. I hate that.
Is that okay, Judge?
Okay with me. I'm looking for Pat so she can make
I'm here. I'm just looking to see who else we're missing. All right. I will send you the reset.
All right. Can I excuse my client then?
You bet.
Yeah, Josh, we'll be in touch, okay?
Thanks for your service, sir. Thank you, George.
Right. Thank you.
And we're ready on the plea on Espinosa, but let me get these other folks squared away first.
Right.
Pat, how many days in does he have? Espinosa.
Who, Mr. Espinosa?
Yeah, I don't have that information.
I have no idea. Hold on. I would have to get that information. Hold on.
What are y'all working on? I apologize.
He wants to know how many days Mr. Espinosa has, since it's going to be a jail sat, Your Honor, I believe. I'm not sure, so I'm looking that. You just give me a minute.
956. While you're doing that, let me see if I can get Mrs. Stenberg squared away. This is cause number 530789, State of Texas versus Luis Flores, and we have attorney Joe Stenberg with us. Joe, have you had a chance to confer with the state on this case?
No. Basically what I did, Your Honor, we have filed two 3914A motions, or letters. The last one, the second request was right after that last meeting last week. The problem that I have in this case, I do not have the Coban nor the body camera of the arresting officer. My guy blew less than the presumption. He did well on the field sobriety test, but I don't have the field sobriety test actual video, which I should have by now. So
who are we talking about, sir? Who's your client?
Flores.
Flores.
Yes. Lewis. Would you like a case number?
No, I have it now. I'm looking at it. It's Luis Flores. I have it.
If you'll notice, I filed two 3914A requests specifically in each one requesting the Coban and body worn camera. To this date, I've still not received either one. And again, he blew less than the presumption, I think 0.06.
That's correct.
He did well on the written part of the field sobriety test, but I haven't seen the field sobriety test. But being a nice guy that I am, Nick, I'll take a dismissal. Well, I don't want to. He's younger than I am, probably stronger than I am. So why do I want to fight him?
What videos were you missing, sir?
The arresting officer, and if you'll look on my 3914A letters, each of them gave the name of the officer and requested the body cam and requesting the Coban, and I still don't have them. And they requested many months ago, and I requested them again last week.
Okay, I'm yet to receive those motions. I'm not doubting that you filed them. I'm just letting you know that I haven't received those motions.
Well, they would be on your computer, right?
No, I get them physically brought to me in my office, and I haven't gotten. So,
confirm that either or both of those videos exist. Does the state have the videos?
as whatever we have 3 videos uploaded on our end. Mr. Stenberg is claiming that those are not the correct videos, which I'm not gonna doubt, but probably not.
Those
But
are
what
all, excuse me, those are officers like 10 or 15 yards away looking, and you can't see anything. Those
Judge,
are-
I can request those videos.
All right, please request those videos immediately. Hey, Mr. Stenberg, did you say this is a .06 blood or breath alcohol content case?
I think the .0618 or something like that.
State, is that correct?
It's .06, Judge.
Is the state alleging drugs or something, or?
No, drugs came back nothing.
Drugs came back negative, Judge.
So why are you prosecuting a case that's .07 or something that's below the alleged
legal limit? It's the state's position that that there could be loss of mental or physical faculties, which is all, and I see you shaking your head, Mr. Stenberg, which is all the state needs to prove. I don't need a number, as you know, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he gets to use the number. That's the whole point. He can wave it in front of the jury and say, hey, look, by law, this guy's not intoxicated.
But then I can come back with and say the law doesn't require that you have a number. That's just a guideline. The law states and what the code states.
Here's the plan. Set it for jury trial on July 1 and give Nick some time to find what he's got. If you can find these videos, get them to Mr. Stenberg at the earliest possible time. But I have great concerns about the state going forward, unless there's some sort of incredible aggravating facts about accidents and stuff. About a 0.7, that's unusual.
One other thing is that we're going to file a motion to transfer his ignition interlock from one car to another. He bought a new car. And I'm assuming that's all right.
The DWI first offense?
Pardon me?
He charged with the offense of DWI first offense? Is that what he's
Well,
charged?
this is second.
This would be a second, Judge.
Second. I know what he's excited about. Okay.
Anyway, since he bought a new car, he'd like to be able to drive it.
Mr. Stenberg, back in my more colorful days of the defense counsel, I would have filed a motion to dismiss for lack of probable cause. Is there one, for the arrest? Is there one of those involved in this? Yeah.
You got me. Basically what happened is he was hot dogging it out of a parking lot and he lost control and ran into a telephone pole.
Well,
there is a crash. There is a crash, Judge. That's why the state has its questions on whether or not he was able to drive.
But did he pass a field sobriety test in your estimation, Mr. Stenberg? Obviously, nobody passes the horizontal gaze test. So.
Right. In my opinion, yes. I mean, he had one or two things on each one, but I've never seen one come back that clean.
Did he pass the one-leg stand? That's the defining test, in my opinion.
Well,
Judge, according to the offense report, obviously the HGN came back and they said that it was 4 out of 6 clues.
I've never seen anybody pass the HGN in 40 years.
Because the eyes don't lie, Judge. And they stated that he could not keep his balance while listening to instructions and proper turn, that type of stuff. He sways.
One leg stand. He put his foot down?
No.
It's not.
My recollection, no. I could be wrong. I'm looking for the report here.
Well, as soon as the officer saw the fact that he had a prior DWI, he was going downtown no matter what.
Well, Mr. Stenberg, now I have the question because you're extremely confident that he passed these tests, but you're claiming that you don't have the discovery to see these tests happening.
I do have the discovery. It was a mistake. I cannot find discovery in my file right now, but I've gone through it and I know I've got it. I've got quite a few papers on here.
Wait, so do I need to request the videos?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay.
The Coban and the body worn camera.
Of the
that
arresting officer.
And the officer's name and badge number are listed in each
In your
3914A letters.
understood.
Okay. So,
Your Honor, the first trial date is July 12th, which is a Monday. And then we can go from there.
All right. Let's set it for a jury trial, tentatively, very tentative. We don't even know if we're going to be back in the courthouse.
I know.
So, Mr. Stenberg, that's the end of the road, so to speak. If you work up something else between you and the state between now and then, just let me know.
well, we're not going to take a plea.
I understand. I think you'd lose your credentials as a defense counsel by pleading a .07. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is.
All right.
So you're in touch with your client, correct?
Yes.
Okay. State, please get him the 2 videos. Is that the only thing we're looking for? 2 videos?
1 body cam and 1 co-ban.
We're working on it right now, Judge.
Okay. Well, y'all stay in touch and let me know what's going on. If there's a problem in 10 days and we don't have them, y'all chat with me about it and tell me why.
Oh, I'll give Nick more than that since we have until July.
I know, but they're very busy. Look how busy he is. Busy.
I'll touch base with you, Nick.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Bye.
Judge, we have Mr. Veneer and also Mr. Hagee and Statson, I believe, are out of the breakout box.
So real quick, before we do that, Ms. Russell?
Yes.
So I just came to the conclusion, and I don't know how we're going to do this, but the code requires for a DWI second jail time be mandatory 30 days for a JSAT per the code.
Well, that was not the deal that was worked out by your felony prosecutor.
No, I understand, and I'm going to have to get in touch with Gretchen real quick before I move forward, because according to the code, it has to be 30 days. So if you could just give me a second.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That's what the code says.
How much time does he actually have?
He's got 10 days, Judge. If he's given 3 for 1, but I'm not guaranteed that he'll be given 3 for 1. I don't want to send your guy to jail, Miss Russell.
Hey. I can get, is this supposed to be a JSAT plea?
Yes, sir. He already took a felony plea, and this was the deal on his felony plea, was that he was going to JSAT this. We have an email exchange with a felony prosecutor.
I'm sorry. Did you say he had 13 days in jail?
10.
Okay. If he has 10 days in jail, I can give him credit 3 for 1, just like.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
And then JSAT.
Not on the DA or anybody else. So that's not a problem from my perspective.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so we still have Mr. Grenier and we have Mr. Hagee and Statson on Ridge, and then we can do the plea because you have all the time in the world.
Okay. So where are we at, Mr. Statson and Mr. Hagee?
At this time, our client is wanting to reject the offer. We're looking for in-person trial setting at this time.
July
trial.
2nd?
July 12th, Your Honor.
July 12th is a Monday. This is very tentative. We don't even know if we'll be back in the courthouse by then. If y'all come up with a new plan between now and then, just let us know. In the meantime, you're going to be set for jury trial on July the 12th. If you'd like a non-jury trial, you might be able to convince the state to agree to that. We could do that online if you wanted to do it. It's up to you.
Yes, Your Honor. We'll let you know.
May I be excused?
You bet. Thanks for your help.
Yes. I'll send you the resets, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ridge, you can disconnect from Zoom and log out.
Okay, Mr. Grenier would be next, and then we can do the plea.
We've got Randy Griner, I see.
Yeah, Grenier.
Hold on, I'm practicing my one. Give me a second.
Randy, discussing clause number 605-508, State of Texas versus Tristan Humphus. Have you had a chance to confer with the state on this case?
Yes, I have. I received, it's rejected it. We want a trial.
You want a jury trial or a non-jury trial?
Oh, Your Honor. Jury trial. I'm getting an unstable connection here. Sorry.
July 12th, theoretically.
Thank you. May I be excused?
You bet.
Okay, we got the plea now.
Hey, Randy, if you're still there, can you hear me?
I think he left.
I didn't ask him if he was in touch with his client, but there you go.
I know that the client has been in contact with the court, Your Honor, so, and I gave him the information, so.
So what else besides the plea do we have right now?
At this point, it's just the plea, though I think Paul Vasquez may be coming in.
Okay. Are we ready for the plea on Mr. Espinosa? Mr. Espinosa, are you with us, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, John.
I got you.
Mr. Grenier is coming in. Griner is coming in again. I guess there you go, Your Honor. You can ask him now. He's coming back on.
Randy, are you still there?
He's doing his audio. Hold on. Okay. He's on.
Randy, your microphone's turned off.
Hey,
Hey, I apologize. I neglected to ask you.
I thought I turned it on.
Are you in touch with your client? I assume you are because you know what he wants to do.
Yeah, I am.
Good. We're all good then. That's all I need to know. Thanks for your help.
All right.
All right. Are we ready on the plea on Mr. Espinosa?
We are, Your Honor, but I do know that I made one check mark incorrect on the plea paperwork.
And I'm looking.
It's going to be on the DWI first versus the DWI second.
No sweat. We can fix that. Okay. This is cause number 633956, State of Texas versus Christopher Espinosa. Represented by Miss Elizabeth Russell. Representing the state is Mr. Nicholas Maru. Mr. Espinosa, I have two documents for you to identify your signature on for me prior to entering into this plea. The first is a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference, and the second document is entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, which states that this is a plea bargain case and the defendant has no right of appeal. Did you sign both these documents, Mr. Espinosa?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Russell, as attorney for Mr. Espinosa, did you sign both of these documents, ma'am?
Yes, Judge, I did.
The next document I have is entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions that purports to have your signature on the back, effectively waiving certain constitutional rights you must waive in order to enter a plea before this court. In fact, Mr. Espinosa, is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. By signing this document, are you telling me that you've had enough time to either read this document or have it read to you in its entirety? If you had any questions about what was on this document, those questions were answered to your satisfaction by your attorney, Ms. Russell. So that in signing this document, you're telling me that you agree with and understand everything on this document. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
Ms. Russell, the attorney for Mr. Espinosa, have you had enough time to go over this case with him? And in your opinion, is he mentally competent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Espinosa, are you a United States citizen, sir?
Yes, Judge.
And Ms. Russell, has the state fully complied with discovery for you on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, Ms. Russell pointed out to us that the document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions had an administrative error. It should say, I understand I am charged with the offense of DWI second. And it should say, I understand the range of punishment for this offense is DWI second, $0 to $4,000 fine and 30 days to 1 year in jail. Is that correct, Ms. Russell?
Yes, Judge.
Is that correct, state?
Yes, Judge.
Pat, if you'd make sure those administrative changes are made on this document.
Yes, Your Honor. I will call the clerks.
Okay, Mr. Russell, Mr. Espinosa, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, second offense. How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Is that acceptable, state?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Is there an agreement for Mr. Espinosa, please?
Yes, Judge. It's going to be 10 days Bexar County Jail, a $200 fine, court costs, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this be a judgment satisfied.
And I think it needs to be 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, correct? He has 10, but I'm going to give him 3-for-1 credit, just like the sheriff. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
And Ms. Russell, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
Espinosa, the court accepts your plea of no contest. I find you guilty. I assess 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, a $200 fine plus court costs, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, judgment satisfied. Anything further from the state or the defense of Mr. Espinosa?
No, Judge.
Good luck, Mr. Espinosa. Thank you, Ms. Russell.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, Mr. Vasquez is here. He has 2 cases.
Okay, let's see. We have one.
First one would be on page 4, and it will be Bianca McNeil.
Judge, I have an agreement worked out with Nick on that one. She's coming up with the money, $300, and he's going to dismiss the case.
And is that correct, Nick?
That's correct, Judge.
How long are we gonna need to do that, Paul?
So I'm waiting for her to get back to me. I've explained to Pat and Nick her physical situation. She is in the middle of chemo. She has stage 4 cancer. And so she's dealing with that. I told her personally to worry about her health first, and I'll take care of the rest. And I think I have the understanding of Nick on that. I had her on the Zoom hearing with us at the last Zoom hearing as well. So
how much is restitution on this case?
$300.
Can she do it in 10 days?
I can find out and let you know.
Here's the deal. If she's going to do it, I mean, actually, she can have up to 30 days as far as I'm concerned. But if it's longer than 30 days, she needs to be on probation and pay it off whenever she wants.
Okay.
I'll leave the window open for 30 days, and if it's go along with their plea bargain for that amount of time. And the quicker she does it, the better I'm going to like it, because it gets her off of my docket, and we won't bother her anymore.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll let her know.
A really nice lawyer would lend her the $300. Is how that works.
Not me.
Your Honor, the next one that he has is on page 5. It's Benny Gomez.
This is one we talked about before.
Yep, it is. And I'm working on him on that one. That should be a plea, but I'm still working on that issue that you know about. I told him about the scram versus ignition interlock in your policy, so I'm still working on him.
And I'm sorry, what's the name of the client that we're looking for?
Benny Gomez.
Page 5.
Looking on page 5, he's not there.
Yes, he is. Second one.
Oh, look, Benny Gomez, but it says Charles. Charles, you changed. Okay, so I'm sorry, Paul. What's going on with Gomez? And it's you, it's not Charles that's representing Mr. Gomez?
Correct. That's the one where I was asking about ignition interlock in place of Smart Start Mobile.
I said no in the nicest possible way, if I recall.
Yeah, so I'm still working with him on that, but it should be a plea. I anticipate it being a plea, but I'm just waiting for finalization on that issue.
Will we know by next week, do you assume?
I'm hoping to know by Friday, honestly.
All right, set it, just tentatively set it for the plea docket next Thursday, and we'll, if Paul can get it together by then, we're great. If not, we'll talk again. Is that okay?
Okay, and hey, Judge and Pat, and Nick, just to give you all a heads up, tomorrow I do have a plea, I believe at 2 o'clock. I will be doing the plea from my car because I'm driving to Galveston, just FYI.
Paul, who is it?
Rudolfo Guetta.
Yeah.
Will you be driving in your car at the time or not?
I'm either going to be driving or my wife will be driving. We're going to Galveston because my little girl has a gymnastics meet in Galveston.
Okay.
So we'll be on the road, but I mean, I'll be available and I'll be on, but I'll figure it out. I'll probably end up pulling over if I'm driving so she can drive so I can do the plea.
Okay. All righty.
All right, we're good. Thank you, Bob.
Okay. All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.